Welcome to data analysis with Python. In this video, we're talking about making dashboards with Bokeh. Interestingly, we've been through a whole lot of data visualization using Python libraries like Matplotlib and Seaborn, which are very good for static plots. And then we moved on to declarative kind of plots like Plot9 and Altair. And then we've also moved on to interactive plotting tools like Plotly and and Bokeh, and both of these can actually be used for making dashboards. So I've talked about making dashboards with Plotly, and I'm talking about making dashboards with Bokeh. So the interactive dashboard visualizes employee data. I mean, the dashboard you're making in this particular video, right? This interactive dashboard visualizes employee data, offering insights into average salary by department, employee distribution by country, and the ability to filter the data by department and country, all displayed alongside a detailed data table. All right. So the first thing we want to do is the general setup, right? So I mean, in the previous video, I kept importing some Bokeh libraries and functions and modules and all that. So here we just do everything at once. So import pandas as PD. Of course, we use pandas as, I mean, maybe I can even put this, I can put NumPy first because we encountered NumPy before we came to pandas, right? So we import NumPy as NP. So NumPy is imported as NP used for numerical operations, e.g. calculating pie chart angles. Then import pandas as PD, where you have pandas for data manipulation and cleaning. Then import bokeh.io. Okay, let me leave it the way it was, right? So import bokeh.io from bokeh.io, rather import output underscore notebook and show. So this actually help to render bokeh plots inside a Jupyter notebook. Then you import, I mean, from bokeh.layout, import column and row. So here, to arrange plots and widgets in a layout. And then you have from bokeh.models, import column data source, data table, table column select, and custom JS. You know, all of this for defining data sources, interactive widgets like drop downs and data tables. Then you have bokeh plotting. So from there, you import figure. So to create basic plotting figures for charts, then you have bucket or transform, import CumSum. So for cumulative sum transformations used for pie chart angles, to create to calculate pie charts, you need to add things up. So you can get the total angle, the angle for the pie chart, the sector that each entity occupies on the pie chart. Then you have from bokeh.palette import category 20C. So this is a color palette for the pie chart. So this setup imports everything needed to load data, create visualizations, and perform numerical calculations and build an interactive dashboard. In case you didn't see all this well, so I'm making it bigger now, like this. Okay, so we go on to load the data. Now the data set I'll be using here will be employee record. We've used that in the past. But of course, I mean, I have deleted sensitive data that may not be allowed by YouTube. So here we have this employee record. I mean, it's not, it's actually made up by me. So even when it had other information that were deemed sensitive, um, I think I also understand the fact that this can correspond with real email addresses. So all of those have been removed, and names have also been removed here now. So I have this now. It's a CSV file, CSV, that's comma separated variables, right? So we have employee IDs. Like if you look at the end of that, we have like 100 of this. So we have their department, their salaries, their hire dates, and their countries. We have all of this, and you can obviously see that the data is unclean. Like we have not available date values and things like that. So it's a very good data set for for dealing with on clean for cleaning data set, right? So that's what we are using for this dashboard. So to visualize this, I just press enter, and then okay, I have not run this up here. That's why we have that error. So I didn't run this. So as far as this place is empty, it means I didn't run it. Now it has been run, so it's fine. So I can come back in, and we have that. So PD was not defined because pandas is not recognized. Now it is recognized. So we have employee 01 to employee 100, employee 055. Interesting. Okay. So we now have them across different countries and things like that. So um that goes. And then for the data cleaning, now we need to clean data because some things are not uh some not available values are there. So for the data cleaning, objective is to clean the data. So here we load data from CSV file into a Panda data frame. That is done. And then here we want to clean the data to ensure the relevant columns like salary, department, country, and hire data in the correct format and remove any missing or invalid entries. So import pandas are speedy, right? So you have drop rows where any of the salary or department or country are missing. So we say DF, that DF we have up here now. So we from that DF drop not available for the subset salary, department and country. Then we convert salary to numeric, coercing any errors to not available and assign it back safely using LOC. So we have df.loc for salary, PDF to numeric, we say salary coerce like that. Then we also so drop rows where salary is still not NaN after conversion. So after conversion, we drop it if it is still not available data. And then we move on to we remove duplicate rows and reset the index. If there are duplicate rows, we also want to remove all those. So you can see some employee IDs are repeated, right? I think we have this O1, EMP01, like this one. So maybe I mean things along those lines may also have to be weeded out. So you can remove duplicate rows and reset the index also. That is dropping duplicate. So we can also attempt to pass higher data with error handling. So we have all of that going on here. So you want to study that better to understand what that looks like. And then after all that is done, then we want to see the new format of the clean data. So that is what we have here. So in case you need to see this better, it's a lot. So I can just show for the data cleaning, that's a whole lot. So and then this is what we have. So now you can see that there are no we don't have repeated stuff anymore, and we don't have all those NaN things. So from 100, we now have 83 rows. From 100 rows, we have 83 rows. So the next thing is we want to prepare data sources for visualizations. So here we just have, for that, we have source table equals column data source DF. So the current DF now, the source table for what we want to do. So we want to create column data source objects for the visualizations to use. So this is the data now we are using for that visualization. So we just have enter, and we just have that. So the next thing is what part of our uh dashboard, we want a bar chart which shows average salary per department. So here the objective is to create a bar chart showing the average salary for each department, and this is the code that does that job. So average salary, so we group by the department and find the mean of salary, and we set the index. The source bar will now be column data source average underscore salary. Bar plot, we now have figure X range average salary department as type string, height is 300, title is average salary by department, toolbar location is none. So we have bar plot.v bar department top salary with 0.8 and so on and so forth. So we just so we have all this now. So we just run this, and then we have that. We are going to see the final results so by the time we do the dashboard is complete. So again, we need pie chart again. Your dashboard can be a combination of maybe line charts, bar charts, pie charts, and data table, anyhow you want it. So you can do all of that. So in my own case, I'm doing bar chart, pie chart, and data table. So for pie chart now, we need employee distribution by country, right? So we have country counts. So you do all of the countries, value counts, and you set the index. Country counts for the column. So you have country and count. Then country counts for the angle. Since you are doing a pie chart, right, you need to calculate the angle that goes to each one. So you have country count divided by total country counts. All right. And then you now multiply the sum. So the country count for a particular country divided by total country count. That's this country count sum means the sum of all the countries, and then you multiply by 2 pi. That's multiply by 360 degrees to know the sector each country takes in the pie chart. That's what is happening right here. And then we have the next one, the percent now, which we go into the pie chart. We have that. Then for the palette size is the color. So sorted category 20c dot keys, palette underscore size, and all this. You have all this going. Then the source pie, column data source, and country count. So this last thing you have here, it comes into this. Then your pie plots will now be figure, height 300, title, employee distribution. So you can adjust all of these things. Then pie plot dot wedge. So you can adjust the radius is 0.4, so you can make it bigger if you like by increasing the radius. So pie plot axis visible false, uh, plot grid false. If you want it to be true, you can always change that. So that is run. And then, that's settled for when we get to implement. So we have data table. So objective, create a data table to display the employee records, right? So we have columns, table column, field column, title column, replace with that. So for column in all the data frames. So data table will now be data table is source equals source table, and column is columns, which is 100, and height is 280. We run this also, and that's fine, no error. Then filtering drop down menu. So we also want to be able to filter, right? Maybe we want to filter according to country, according to departments, and things like that. So you have departments, sorted DF, departments for each unique department, countries, sorted data frame for country column, unique, and then department select, you have select title filtered by department, value all, options all, plus department. So it means initially, right, you just want all departments and all countries to show. So if you now want to do your filtering, you can go ahead and do that. Then you can do country select. You have select filter by country, value all, options all, plus country. So you now want to add your country to it. So filter callback now. You have custom JS. The arguments you have source equals source table, department is department select, country select, original, df to dict records code. So you have some kind of JavaScript kind of thing going on from lines 8 to like 23. That's what you have for the filter callback. So you have constant data is source.data, constant all underscore data is original, and so on and so forth. So finally, you have department underscore select .js on change, value filter callback, country underscore select .js on change. You have value filter underscore callback. That's this filter underscore callback right here. So you have all of this. And of course, don't forget to run that. If not, you won't get the full thing. So this is done. So the next thing is want to organize the layout of the dashboard. So to organize the layout of the dashboard, so you've done everything. So here is just where you're putting it all together. So you arrange all the visual elements into a layout, row and column. So for the dashboard, you have column. So in the row now, you have the bar plot and pie plot in one row. In another row, you have the department select and country select and the data table together in another row. So you can move things around from this particular place if you like. So if you want the pipe plot to come first, you can do that. If you want the bar plot to you move down, you can shift it down, things like that. So we have this. Now it's all done. So the next thing you want to do is to show the dashboard. So objective is to render and display the dashboard. And we have a simple command, show dashboard. I mean, as far as Jupyter Notebook is concerned, you just show dashboard using this. So you press enter, and then the dashboard is opened in another web. This is Bokeh, right? It's for web-based stuff. So you can see the bar plot is first, the pie plot is next, and then you have the filter stuff here, and then you have the data table, which contains all the data we are using in this situation. So 83 data points numbered from zero. After we have cleaned it up, right? So if I close this now and we come back here, and maybe I now want pie plot to come first. So I have pie underscore plot. Okay. And then bar plot should come second. We can adjust it here. So this is where it's all arranged. So you see the pie plots. So after that, so I've run that now, and then I run this again. So you see what's happening here. I think what happened. Pie plot, comma bar plot. So let me do this again and this again. Okay, now let me run it from the very beginning. Let's see if there's a problem with what I've just done. If not, we can always revert to where we are coming from. Okay, now you see the pie plot is coming first. Okay, now and the bar chart is coming next. So here you can hover over it, right? So come here, this is China with 10 staff from China, 12% of the whole thing. So you have all this. Nigeria is this uh peach, is it like peach color now with eight staff, takes 9.6% of the whole chart. And then you can come here, you see average salary. So the IT guys earn the highest average salary of all the other departments in this situation. Okay, so then we can come to this place where we do some filtering. So this is all now. So you have all the departments, all the countries, right? So Now you can filter according to department, right? So if you want to see all engineering people across all the countries, so they are like I think they are 10 in all. Okay, they are 11 in all, number from 0 to 10. Okay. So across all the countries, you have someone from the US, you have someone from Canada. We have there's no Nigerian in the engineering department. So you can check for finance. So you have, I think, 11 people also in the finance department. Uh, okay, we have people from Japan and things like that. No Nigerian here too. We have HR. Okay, we have Nigerians in HR. We have people from Brazil here. You can go down IT. Okay, you have India, Germany, India, USA, Nigeria, USA, South Korea, and so on and so forth. You have 19 of them. And you have marketing, Japan, Nigeria, China, India, Italy, China, and all that. You have sales, okay, Brazil, UK. Then, of course, you can go back again and do all for departments. And then you now want to see every department for Australia. So these are all Australians now. You can filter according to country. So you have four people from Australia working in this company that are employed by this company. So you have like okay, a lot from Brazil. You have 12 people from Brazil, you have eight from Canada, you have 10 from China, you have four from Germany, you have you have 11 from India, you have from Italy, you have you have two from Japan, you have eight from Nigeria, you have eight also from South Korea, you have just one person from South Korea in the IT department. From the UK, you have six. From USA, you have nine, like that. So you can also, we can take it back and then now see, okay, how many engineering guys do we have from, say, the US, right? You can also do filtering along those lines. Okay, one person from engineering from US. Okay. Do we have any engineering person from Nigeria? No. Do we have engineering person from China? We have three, and so on and so forth. So we can do all this filtering. Talking about HR from Nigeria, we have two people like that, and their hire dates, their salaries are there. Mind you, this data set is made up by me. Like it doesn't reflect any particular uh company or any person, any known person. So this is just for description purposes alone. So this is how you can make dashboard with Bokeh. Isn't it beautiful? So you can actually, oh, you can also uh you can also want to have it. You can rearrange as you like for sure. So imagine that we can make, let's say this, maybe we want the pie plot to be on a separate row from the bar plot. So I just bring this down. So the first one will just be for the pie plot, and then this second one will be for the bar plot. And since this may not work, if I try this, it probably will not work. Yeah, it's not working, so it's better to just start afresh. Run it from the very start and see that it works good at the end of it. Or yeah, so we have it this way now. So it's arranged that way. Okay. So but let me take you back to what it was. I think that took less space. So I just come here and do all run all cells. Okay. Okay, so it opens this now. So that's how this has been. Um, and it's really cool. So let's see. Uh, so let me know how helpful this has been for you. Let me also know if there's a data set you'd like me to work with, because now I've come to the end of this, but I'll be taking maybe a couple of projects. I'll just take some data sets, analyze them, draw insight from them, make recommendations based on the niche the data sets represent and all that. That is what I'll be doing subsequently. So if you have a data set you'd like me to work on, let me know. Even if you don't have the data set, just give me the idea. I can always make it up and then use it to do what we have to do. Okay. So if you have subscribed already, you know you've been learning a lot. If you have not, you'll be missing a lot. So go ahead and subscribe and be sure to hit the notification bell so you can always get alerted every time a new video is released. And be sure to like and share so that more people can have access to this great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing data right. Bye.